You know what you bucket list. Bring out the magic wand.
You did.
On Friday.
You did. You did. You sat on the side of the floor and made bones, which is your favorite thing.
One of my favorite things to do. So, if you've never been to a suicide thing, try to play pool. I think one or two on Friday. And really the point of that is to get people interactive. One of the things that I've noticed is one of the things I like about Secrets is it's a sexual environment, right?
Yeah.
You can get naked, you can give blowjobs on the side of the pool, you can fuck in the pool if you want. And that's the environment you're in. But what I have noticed is people like you almost have to isolate that.
Yeah.
Right? People kind of hang out with their friends. But I break up the magic wand and start making girls come. All of a sudden, like half the pool is fucking like it just raises that sexual energy in that environment.
Yeah, I agree. So I looked over there and Dan's got girls on the side of the pool. And he's got a lot of girls wanting to come.
It was the last time in the past when I've done that. It's usually just now like other people will like borrow my toys and make their girlfriend come or what girls were using their girls and
Well, now they've changed their name. So we'll have to get out of support here. Give them all the credit
at least on
and on
text
social.
they have a Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the
I know. I just remember she stands out. So that's. So we went to the room, and it was time for like the room get ready for the crossover. Normally, I try, even though we're not officially a room crawl, I try really hard to help Daphne. She's
You
not.
basically do it for that. She's, you know, try to help her all over the different she come up with the outfits with her.
She's just not very good at stuff like that. I love her, but I feel like I'm better. I feel like we all do our things, and I do it better. Karate bit.
Sure. My
Yeah. And I like doing, and I like doing it. It's fun. I love anything with like a theme. So I kind of just even let her decorate and everything. And we laughed so hard at her decorating because she ordered everything from Amazon. She didn't check the dimensions or sizes on anything, which is also me. But I would have at least opened it before I got Secret.
The idea she came up with was cute.
It was cute. And it ended up, we gave her major shit, but it ended up being really adorable and people liked it. So I apologize, Daphne, for giving you shit over your dimensions of your items for your
Right. She had like a grass,
almost like AstroTurf.
like a tabletop, but it was like a 6 foot table, she had like 3 feet of grass.
And like she ordered these like statues of like butts and boobs and stuff. And like one was big, like really tiny. Like one was like, that big. The other.
12 inches.
Yeah. So, and shortly after that, the room crawl.
Story of our life. One 12 inch and a bunch of 2 inches.
Yeah. Shortly after that, the room crawl started and people started coming.
So speaking of mentally exhausting, the room crawl.
Yeah, it was
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then let's add a little bit onto it. The caregiver who was taking care of my mom calls and says, I'm going to take your mom to the hospital. She needs to go. She's throwing blood. And I was like, okay. So while...
A little context, if this is the first time you've been listening to our podcast. You know, so Lacey's dad just died of kidney disease. But the reason that he lives in our house is because her mom was his primary caretaker, was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. So it is terminal, but she's being treated and I'm not sure how long she has, but it's, so, we've had both her mom and her dad, with health issues. And so when we go out of town, we hire basically a nurse to come in and stay with her mom. And so the caregiver, while we're doing room called and said that her mom was throwing up blood and needed to go to emergency.
Yeah, so they take her to the emergency room. And then while we're in there, my mom does not want to stay. Like, she's like, I'm going home. I think that she just felt like, to be honest with you, I felt better her being in the hospital. Like, I was not.
It's almost like she's trying to prove to you she doesn't, that you can go and do things.
Yeah.
And it will be okay.
Yeah.
And that you don't have to worry about her. So I think in her head, her being in the hospital, she thought that you would be worried. So she was basically trying to get out of the hospital as fast as she could, so that you wouldn't have to worry about her.
Which,
in her head.
Which in reality, I actually feel more confident with her being in the hospital.
Right, because she's in the hospital, there's doctors, they're monitoring everything. Like,
Yeah.
she's way safer hooked up with a bunch of monitors in the hospital with doctors around her than she is at home, even with the caretaker. But the caretaker's only there during the day and not at night. So
Yeah, she's not 24/7. But my mom doesn't really need 24/7 care. But when she's in the hospital, she gets it, and that makes me feel better.
Right.
So I'm like trying to convince my mother to stay, to just chill out. She's one of those people that like she wants to tell them what they're gonna do. And so like people are coming in and out. There's like little breaks in between as people, and I'm like trying to text and trying to call. So it was the room crawling itself is extremely stressful, and then you add in the fact that I'm like essentially arguing with my mother at the same time, just added another layer of stress. But there was fun parts. How about like when the two naked men jump?
Yeah, so Boston Joe and
He goes by Alex.
Alex, which is
AJ. No, he goes by AJ.
Oh yeah, AJ, which is, if you know, it's New Swingers on the Block's husband.
Yes.
Who his porn star name is AJ now. They can.
Yeah, which I'm not mad about, but they were sweaty, and there was a lot going on, and it was just.
As you're trying to take your mom through the emergency room and tackled by two naked guys.
I mean, it's okay. Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, and there's actually even a picture. I have a picture of that.
So text us
What?
if you want that picture.
Oh. The guys that are in it
The
won't
funny
care.
thing is, you actually had clothes on. So
I had
don't know
clothes
why
on. Daphne was
they
in
did
it
not.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Daphne got on her knees, was like above their dicks at one point.
Yeah.
She's a dirty slut.
Yeah. I don't know what all happened there. It was a wild. The room crawl is wild, and it's funny because like they were telling people, they were like, you have to like if you're a newbie to secrets or a newbie to room crawls, you really have to pace yourself. You cannot go super hard.
There are several people that when they come to Secrets for the first time and they do the room crawl for the first time, they do not make it back out after the room crawl.
Yeah, it's a lot.
They don't end up going to the club Friday night because the room crawl took them out.
Well, like most of the alcohol is like not the most expensive. It's all different flavors, different types, and you just
It's free during the room crawl.
yeah.